Good day, Legate. I am honored that you took the time to speak to me. My name is Sabinus Orsinus. I was the Proconsus Praefectus until last year. I was there, but we had little reason to speak. You were given command of Victrix before we even met. I had retired before the death of Lucullus. When I heard what had happened, I knew I had to find you. I have many friends among the Berbers. A few of them agreed to help me make the journey. We are acquainted from back in the day. We spoke regularly when we were managing the daily affairs and logistics of our respective legions. But he owes me nothing, nor do I owe him. I'll speak freely. You are a great commander and a loyal heir of Lucullus, but despite your victories, you are still inexperienced. You spend much time traveling with your own contubernium and getting into scraps, delegating tasks and decisions that are normally the meat and bones of your position as legatus. I admire that, as do the men. But if you'll forgive my presumptuousness, you must do more to inspire the troops and make them feel as brothers. I am glad to hear it. That attitude is part of what Lucullus saw in you, I believe. In my opinion, you are in need of a banner. A standard that you can erect on the field of battle to rally your men. I can teach you how to create a banner that honors Mars. Such a symbol can turn the tide of any fight. I will, but I must ask payment. I never received my full pension from the Legion. Now with this war, I doubt I ever will. I have a wife and children, Legate. They need to eat. That will carry us through the year, at least. I hope your victory over Egypt comes swiftly then, and with my banner, I believe it will. I will draw up the instructions for how to build a standard, like the one that used to inspire us when I fought for Prima Italica. All you need is to get your smith to forge the idol for the top of it. I will spend the night here and say hello to a few old acquaintances. Then I and my friends will return home. And I wish you a good and victorious war. These lands are beautiful, but harsh, and they hide many secrets. Keep your wits about you. And perhaps we'll see each other again someday.
Legate, help me. I need to find my sister again. She's missing. I have no idea how she even left the camp. She is blind.
Looks like the girl's a natural.
Why would she leave, though? She was finally free.
You have always assumed she'd want to be free, Bestia. Perhaps that's not what she wants. For one who knows no freedom, there is no servitude.
I see. I have, indeed, never considered this. I know what I will do. I shall find her and then kill her. That's the only way. I have learned much about life from my discussions with Cynaros. Happiness is the lack of misery. Joy is the lack of pain. I can't bring her joy or happiness, but at least I can end her pain and misery.
That is not what I meant, Bestia. At least I don't think so.
It is the understanding you have led me to. But if I let her live, she'll be lost forever. She will eventually succumb to her suffering and die.
At least she will die on her own terms. Don't deny her that freedom.
Very well. She's free to suffer then. She and I both. I am ready to go when it is time. As long as the Berbers are fighting each other, it will be easier for us to win. But do not forget, sympathy is temporary, fear is eternal. Commanding fear is an art. One must train. One must always train.
How are you holding up?
It's lucky we arrived during this festival, or whatever it is. We have all of the important people in one place. But keep in mind, this is their land. The Court of Heaven is an uncontrolled hub of activity. There's no telling who comes and goes and what their intentions are.
Domine, You will probably not like my honest opinion. I think our arrival wasn't anticipated by our adversaries, and therefore it can be said we arrived too early for them. I believe the events leading to the proconsul's death could not be prevented, but it seems to me it was our arrival that triggered the murder itself. Thank you for your offer, but I must respectfully decline. I am not just anyone. I have served your family since before you were born. The fact that your military rank has changed doesn't mean you're not my Dominus still. I am proud of the man you have become, and it is with pride that I shall continue to serve you. The Dryair agrees with my old bones, and I always wanted to visit Africa, especially Egypt. I just wish the circumstances were less dreadful. That we do. An army low on morale loses the war before battle is even joined. We need to keep our spirits up. In other words, we need wine. I don't think so. Not yet. At this level of politics, loyalty is something no one can afford to possess or count on. To be honest, we're in a mess here. Loyalties will shift constantly and without mercy. A failure of anticipation is very likely to prove fatal. We must constantly pay attention to every single word and gesture. As always, it is a matter of priorities. They favor us as long as our actions align with their goals. That will not always be the case. The most intelligent of enemies will try to befriend you. It is the honest ones who openly oppose their foes. An honest enemy is virtuous, and therefore fallible. Most certainly. And predictability is the worst trait a commander can display in times of war.
Hey, what do you need? In tribal society like this, that is best you can hope for. I don't know about Lunya, though. Keep eye on her. She has look in her eye, like she knows something we do not.
You know I have nothing but love and respect for our Yulia Kalida, but do you wonder where she's been over the past few years? She seemed to vanish into the world as soon as we returned to Rome. She reappeared only once Lucullus had need of her. True enough, but she has powerful allies in your family and Lucullus, not to mention the storied legacy of the Yulia family itself. If she really wanted to live differently, surely she did not have to avoid the city completely. I trust her, as far as it is reasonable to trust such a talented spy. But there's something she isn't telling us. How are you, my sweet? I have to say I'm impressed by their court of heaven. The meeting they held looked like a primitive image of our Senate. Yet this new agreement we have reached worries me. If you fight the wars of others, be certain that you stand to benefit in proportion to your sacrifices. Wasn't it? I'm glad you enjoyed the treatment. There's always more of that where it came from. I really enjoyed our night together. But I've been a little worried. You're sure this is not too inappropriate? That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. I'll move my things, then I'll be yours every night, for as long as you'll have me.
Now that we've begun taking control of this land, things are bound to get a bit complicated. This isn't Asia Minor, after all. Africa was under Roman control before, but the natives will not appreciate the more firm hand that wartime requires. I'm afraid you may once more need to take care of certain situations personally. There are so many tribes in this region of Africa, I don't even think we have enough numbers to count them. The Legion is strong, but it's a bit like Sextus Hammer. Sometimes you need smaller force to take care of delicate situations. It is good practice to delegate tasks, indeed. However, I believe pacifying certain factions would require a speculator's touch. Not everyone agrees with Lunya's decision to side with you. The major chieftains can be brought to heel on the battlefield, but some people will continue to rebel. What's even worse is if someone tries to become the hero of the people. These small rebellions must be swiftly crushed. Remember, Legate, until we take care of any such disturbances, we won't be able to control any territory we have captured. A rebellion seems to be brewing in this region. They call themselves the Lions of the Desert Night. We do not know. I suspect these to be warriors of a minor tribe. Cineros says the name comes from a local legend. Inspires fear and admiration at the same time. Not yet, but left unchecked, they might gather enough followers to take their land back once we move on. The Desert Night will be more peaceful without its lions.
Legate, I hope this message finds you well. As you know, despite the significant progress we made towards securing the control of Nazamenes, Udad continues to be a thorn in our side. To his credit, the man proved to be much smarter than he appears. To this day, he manages to elude my spies and remains simply unreachable. But fear not, for I think I may have discovered a weakness in his defenses. If we can't find his hiding spot, the next best thing would be making him come out of it. I'm sure you'll agree with me once I tell you all about my plan. Please meet me in the court of heaven as soon as you are able. The Golden Wolf.
I feel insulted. I know these people are practically savages, but I feel insulted. My lodgings leave so much to be desired. The quality of the carpets is especially aggravating. I need a new one. Fetch me a better carpet. A carpet says a lot about its owner's personality. It's a statement and an expression of your soul. I can think of a lot of fun activities we can perform on a carpet. The best of insults are subtle like this. Do you think they actually expect me to walk on this rag? It would wound my divine souls. To procure a carpet for a queen. It's a delicate task one should not trust just anyone with. But I don't have to trust anyone, do I? I can trust you. The best of Egyptian carpets are sold in Memphis. It is, of course, a bit far away, but your efforts will show me how much you value our alliance.
I see. You want us to play fetch like a good puppy?
Not just a carpet. You shall find me the best carpet in this land.
Awe, Legate. That's how you greet each other, is it not? Now that we are friends, I assume I can ask you for a favor. Excellent! I knew I could count on you. There's a construction project going on in the lands that belong to my tribe. A group of Romans are building one of your enormous water bridges. I need it to stop. We could have used an aqueduct, as you call it, of course. Water, after all, is one of the most important resources in my land. Unfortunately, this specific aqueduct is not built for my people. It is supposed to direct water towards Cyrenaica and away from Nazamones. They do, of course, but that is a concern for their leader. I am the leader of my own people. My concern is our water. You are not the leader of all Romans, are you? I believe these people were tasked by someone else. Your predecessor, perhaps. The workers are protected by Roman mercenaries. I've already sent my people, but they have not returned yet. I'm sure you can do a lot, but we'll see what you will do. Is there anything else you would like to discuss while you are here? It is a beautiful and ancient place, where many secrets hide beneath the sands. It can be a harsh place to live, but it breeds strong warriors. Only 6 seasons, but in that time I have expanded our influence tenfold and earned the trust and respect of my people and our neighbors. If I had known, I would have warned you. It was a cowardly attack, and a violation of the sanctity of that place. It is not our way. I will stay for a long time this year, I think. There is much more to do than the last time we convened. And this conflict has made everything slow and complicated. She has. I do not like it. But she is old and wise. And she always does what is best for her people and for Nasamones. Sakura is a fierce woman, and she will not cooperate easily. But Udad will do anything you ask to save her. Do not harm her. We will not take kindly to it.
Fellow Elegate, the campaign is going well. We have almost achieved our goals. I'd say a celebration is in order. As is the difference between almost achieving victory and victory itself. I think I have the perfect cure for your dark mood. Udad's wife is pregnant. Her name is Sakura, and she lives with Udad in Augila. If you can find a way into the city, I bet it would not be hard for your people to reach her.
Angry people make mistakes. More importantly, it would allow us to ask Udad a very serious question. Is your loyalty to Ezil greater than your love for your wife and your unborn child? Thank you. That means a lot to me. But scary doesn't get us into Augila. We'll need to disguise ourselves.
Access to Augila is under strict control for obvious reasons. But there is one type of person who can always enter any city if it is under siege. We're not that fond of gods here, but we are fond of goods.
Wordplay in Latin. Impressive.
I am talking about a merchant.
Even the lowliest of people have their use. We will need disguises and goods to sell.
I'm certain the boys of the Legion will be happy to procure the items we need.
I'm sure you have formed your own opinions of the Court of Heaven by now. Before you leave, there is one more thing I wish to discuss. There are 3 kinds of tribes. Those who support our ideas, those who are undecided, and those who are actively against what we're doing. That last kind poses a problem we will have to solve. Or else. I am but an old woman. It would be foolish of me to threaten a representative of the Great Roman Republic. All I can do is warn you of the impending dangers. I envision an Azamenes not too different from your Rome. A place where people rule themselves. Some leaders would like to benefit from this at the expense of my people. That I cannot allow. Alliances are based on mutual benefit. I am your ally. There is a leader who is against my vision for Nazamenes, and therefore against you. Trust me when I say it will be better for both of us if we eliminate this tribe. There is one tribe so opposed to Rome that they are actively trying to prevent our alliance. We need to show them the error of their ways. Unfortunately, there is only one language they truly understand. The language of the spear and the blade. It does, of course. And they're on their way to punish our foes. I just thought you would like to join the hunt. You are asking for payment? I thought the Romans of high standing found it distasteful to work for denarii. If you do this for me, I will give you my spear. It is old, but the spirits have kept it good as new, and it has served me very well for a long time. Excellent. Our foes are hiding in an abandoned village in the desert. Meet us there.
The famous Roman everyone's been talking about. Welcome to the only store you will ever want to visit at the Court of Heaven. My store, though humble by your standards, is at your service. I am flattered. I know my store pales in comparison to the ones in Rome, but in Court of Heaven, you will find no better place to trade. That much I can assure you. Tell me, what do you desire? I mean within the boundaries of what I can provide you with at this stall, of course. I can't grant you immortality yet. And I know what you're thinking, but trust me, you don't want to go there. My husband is a jealous man. On the contrary, it helps my business. Everyone underestimates me and pays the price, literally, in most cases. I'm not afraid of anyone. They are afraid of me. Of course, there is no way not to be. I do not hail from any tribe you would ever have heard of, however. My tribe is quite small, but we have good relations to both Lunya's tribe and Udad's. My best carpet. Well, as always, you have come to the right place. My stall carries the best carpets in Africa. I have never been to Memphis, so I cannot speak to that. What I know for sure is that Memphis is far away from here. Why would you travel all the way to Memphis for a slightly better carpet when you can get a perfectly good one here today? You will not regret this most wise choice.
Great. Now they have reinforcements! I am Guafer, known as the Two-Legged Scorpion. Did you say Mador sent you? And you don't know the situation? Ask. These Romans are stealing our water, diverting our natural aquifers towards their lands. We came here to stop them, but they are protected by soldiers. I would not know. That should be a question for you to answer. Are you not their commander? And perhaps they are mercenaries then, like Mador said. You mock me? I have earned that name for I strike fast and I'm deadly, just like my men here. We are deadly enough, but we are not stupid. A good warrior studies his enemy and waits for the opportune moment to strike. That and Mador told me not to attack unless I'm certain I can kill all of them without making a mess. I was told only to attack when a decisive victory is assured. The workers are being protected. Besides, now that we are collaborating with Romans, I'd think twice before attacking them. But not 3 times. We will not wait long, so be quick.
Legate, we didn't expect a visit from someone of your rank. Are you here to inspect progress of the construction? Of course. What do you want to know? Slowly. The project suffers from a shortage of stone, but the messengers we've sent to the proconsul seem to be taking their sweet time. And look at those simpletons up there, hoping to stop us. We haven't been able to sleep properly in weeks because it looks like they will kill us the moment we close our eyes. And why should I hold them in higher regard? They are murderous barbarians who hate everything that stands for civilization. That's why they're attacking the aqueduct. Cyrenaica is Roman territory, and it's our duty to develop the area. The proconsul personally deployed us here to protect the construction crew. Cyrenaica needs water, and we're responsible for that territory. This aqueduct will help their farmers immensely. They're all petty. That's what you get when you deal with barbarians. They're like overgrown children, really. Can't get along. Voila, Legate.
You've returned. So what will it be? Will you help us? We would rather die than live in dishonor.
Welcome back, Legate. Are we ready to remove the Berber threat? Look, if you and your Praetorian Guard could take care of this problem, we will probably not need our protection budget anymore. That could be sent your way. This is our duty. We shall not leave. They've betrayed us. We're under attack!
You are true warriors. I have rarely seen anything like it. We will return to Mador and tell him you have done as he asked. Thank you.
Legio Victrix? Here? I thought the legions of Rome had been driven from these lands. Dead. We suspected as much. The consul would never have abandoned us as long as he lived. I am Rubrius Gordio. I am a Centurio. My men and I served Lucullus in Legio Prima Italica. We were stationed in a small outpost in Egypt to protect the trade routes and to maintain the consul's relationship with the locals. One day, the supplies from Africa Proconsularis stopped coming. We held out for as long as we could before we set off back towards Utica. We got lost. We can fight, Legate. If war has come again, we will serve Rome as always. Find me in your legion's barracks upon your return to camp.
The Romans are here! Enough talk! It is time for you to join your ancestors!
The Romans have joined you! Betrayers! You have turned your backs on the Queen!
Pray to your false queen for protection. You will see how little she cares for you.
I see it's taken care of. Do not feign ignorance, Legate. They're talking about Cleopatra, of course. She's your ally only until she can accomplish her goals. She will never let Egypt be part of Rome, but she will certainly conquer Nazamenes eventually. I cannot let that happen. Cleopatra is too dangerous to be left alive. Right now, she's of use to both of us. But when the time comes, she needs to be eliminated. Don't think of it as my betrayal. Think of it as my favor. Don't think too long. Events are unfolding quickly. Please, take my spear as thanks for your help. It is considered a magical weapon among my people, and it will bring you great respect as long as you walk among us. Wale.
It is fascinating how complex primitive barbarian politics can be. Now they have kidnapped their own leader because he bowed to us. He is not our enemy any longer, and as long as he's held captive, the people will continue resisting us. Unlikely, since that would turn him into a martyr of sorts. They will probably torture him. But then again, who really knows what goes on in a barbarian's mind? Hearts and minds, Legate. The moment we kill the hostage, we make numerous new enemies. Agreed. Our scouts know exactly where they're holding the hostage. We should get him out and kill the rest.
Wait. Stop. I know that man. Legate, do you trust me? Thank you. I need you to do something for me then. Lure that merchant, him there, selling Surrey, to Wally's back there, behind the buildings. Fine. You are right. He knows something I need. Someone I must find. Maybe I will kill him after. Good. I will hang back a little. Don't tell him it is about me.
A Roman, and an officer no less. It's good to finally meet some civilized people around here. Please, come closer. Come closer. Do you like what you see? The liberator of Asia Minor. My people owe you much. You have freed us from the shadow of a true tyrant. I am Habron, a humble merchant from Bithynia. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. I don't, but I accept food products and medicine and what have you in exchange for my goods. If you're looking for something, I may be able to supply it. The Roman invasion has left many of the people here destitute and homeless in its wake. I offer them a way out of starvation. Service is preferable to death, wouldn't you say? If they do well enough, they may eventually earn a wage. Oh, I'm quite sorry, but I really can't leave my stall. All right, I understand. Give me a moment, then I'll be with you. Let's meet over there behind those buildings.
Hello, Habron.
Hello? I'm sorry, have we met?
Do not play idiot. We are well acquainted. My name is Deianira, but you know me as Zerici.
You must have me mistaken for someone else.
You killed my sister!
No, I didn't! All right, yes, I remember you. I did not kill your sister.
Where is Silvius now? Tell me.
I haven't seen him in years. Last I heard, he was back in Rome. He holds an important position in the Collegium Bacchus.
Thank you. That is enough.
Well then.
Just one left now. Zerici is what my parents called me. As I have said, I prefer Deianira. There were 3 men to kill. First, man who tricked us with wine and words. He died when they attacked us. Next was man who put me in cage and sold me to Damianos. This man, Habron. Last is man who killed my sister when we fought back. Silvius. I will find him in Rome, it seems. You said you trust me. Now trust me that he deserved death.
There are a collegium dedicated to underground orgies of drunken debauchery. The Senate can ban them as hard as they want, it will do nothing. I may have participated in some of their events in the past, before they were outlawed. They're funded by fees collected from the participants of their events. All membership is kept secret, of course. Every event is held in a new place. Finding them will be very difficult.
I will find them.
I have little doubt you will.
Saluete, as they say in your land. I have a fresh supply today. I'm sure we can find something interesting for you. A little bit. I export a lot of my wares to Rome, actually. Knowing a little bit of your language helps. Feel free to look around and do not hesitate to ask me if you need something specific. Herbs are like people. They look ordinary until you taste them. Yet, they rarely taste any different. It takes time and persistence. There are countless herbs in the world, and they can do anything. Some of them burn well, others emit a nice smell, and some of them are so potent they will open the gateways to the realm of the old gods. We do have some herbs if you want to make posca. That is a Roman drink. These herbs are not so common, however. They will flavor the vinegar in a very different way. You will find it to be a refreshing and fortifying drink. If you buy these herbs, I will include my special recipe for you as well, to ensure you get the right flavor. Very good. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And here is the recipe as well. If you're looking for more to buy, I also carry hemlock. Not suggesting you'd ingest it, of course. Please don't. I don't have much, mind you. It is a powerful poison. You must be careful with it. Here you go.
Welcome to my humble stall. How may I help you today? To the untrained eye, everything is strange. It is never too late to learn, though. I am an alchemist. Here, I sell the things I produce. We are people of knowledge who purify or merge certain materials. The results are wondrous, but sometimes dangerous as well. Alchemy can be unpredictable. Some say it infringes on the domain of gods, and it is never safe to make gods angry. My customers are usually as learned as I am. Those who understand the nature of the world understand the value of my work. Of course, you occasionally get the fools who are looking for a recipe to turn things into gold. Before you ask, I'm afraid no such recipe exists. Judging from the kind of person you are, something practical, perhaps. I have naphtha, if you know how to handle that. It can be a dangerous material. I believe some nacolite would also be useful to you. Keep in mind, my stocks are quite limited. It is not up to me to say how you should use them. You can find better teachers elsewhere.
I believe naphtha is one of the primary ingredients in Greek fire. Nacolite, on the other hand, is a type of salt with many applications. One could conceive of a sort of smoke bomb made with it.
Your friend is learned. Good. Then I feel more confident that you will not maim yourself if I sell you this. Useful but deadly. Be careful when handling it. You have made a good decision.
Please excuse my husband. He is great with a hammer and a blazing forge. With people, not so much. My name is Aminia. How can I and my husband help you? You may discuss such matters with me, if it does not offend you.
My wife could not swing a hammer to save her life, but I doubt anyone in Egypt knows more about weapons and armor.
My father's father, and his father before him were all smiths. I can trace my lineage all the way back to the royal forge masters of the old dynasties. Working a forge is a man's job, but humility aside, what my husband says of me is true. In the art of appraisal and the design of weapons and armor, I have no equal that I know of.
Don't answer that.
We are devoted subjects of His Divine Majesty, of course. Sure, but I hope we can count on a certain level of discretion from you. Let me take a look. Electrum, an alloy of silver and gold. This khopesh is very old. I would guess almost 2 millennia.
It's beautiful. I would not dare to let my hammer touch such a treasure.
For a price, I can teach you how this blade might be reforged, if you know a smith with the skill to work on it. Here, any smith worth his salt will understand these instructions.
If you can name it, we can eventually find it. Welcome to the Store of Dreams. Prepare for the best moments of your day. Close your eyes, imagine, and see. In a way, you dream of what you don't possess. Our business is all about changing that. But enough about me. What do you want? Quality is our priority. The customer should feel like a pharaoh. That serves 2 purposes. If the customer feels good, he then comes back. And he who feels like a pharaoh spends like a pharaoh. We salesmen tend to oversell things a bit, but we mean well. We sell most of the things a person such as you would need on a regular basis, so that would be really convenient for you. We also proudly make the best carpets in Africa, but they will cost you. I am honored, but that is not how we work. We do not simply sell the carpets we display. We manufacture our carpets on specification and to order. Good. My assistant will be right with you. Weaving the carpet will take approximately a year. If you're desperate, I can sell you this sample we have here. It will not be cheap. It will also not be as good as this one we are making for the Pharaoh himself. Of course not. That's something no self-respecting merchant would do. Naturally. You are a connoisseur of carpets, it seems. I will answer your questions to the best of my ability.
I did not expect you to attack your own people. I was hoping, but not expecting. I am impressed by your loyalty and commitment. It seems that ours will be a fruitful alliance. I promised that I would give you my shield. Here it is. May it serve you well against Egypt. Wale Legate, and thank you.
Do you have my carpet yet?
A lot of people are planning on killing me. It is one thing to plan something, and quite another to act on those plans. The question is, how do you know about it? Good for you. You continue to exceed my expectations, and your concern for my health is admirable. I will see to it that you are rewarded. Leave the rest to me. This carpet, this is adequate. I do like it. You should leave now. I want to examine my new carpet.
Our help was requested by one of the major tribes under our rule. They say their most important elder was captured by their rivals. The elder's rescue, of course. They're in the process of transferring the hostage. The scouts have spotted a group of armed hostiles. This is a golden opportunity to win the eternal admiration of the local population in this region. If we get their elder back in one piece, we need not worry about any insurrections once we move on. Please do send someone sensitive to the precarity of this situation. We need the Elder alive, or we're sure to have an uprising on our hands.
Udad's home is at the side of the path leading from the market to the citadel. Its defenses are relatively poor, and the guards look excessively dumb. When you were not looking, as usual.
Akin to a cat while hiding, akin to a tiger while fighting. A fool is the one who underestimates Yulia Khalida.
Is it Cineros who has taught you to flatter so well, Bestia? Either way, it's working. There is the direct approach, of course. We can simply walk up to the front gate and start a fight. It might be possible to lure our target out from behind her walls. Perhaps the merchants in the market know her daily routines? Let's.
Welcome, welcome, colleague and neighbor. What brings you to Algilla? Oh, naturally. And I have the best quality. What kind of wares are you looking for? Ah, the forbidden fruit, huh? Exciting. I don't envy you, my friend, but I can help you. For a price, of course. Nothing too extravagant. Shall we say 1,000 denarii? The woman you are looking for comes to the market stalls every now and then. You are a merchant, are you not? Erect your stall here and you will meet her eventually. Only 2 guards accompany her usually. You can easily talk to her in front of your own shop. Commerce is the best aphrodisiac, is it not? You wish to buy me out? She does shop here often. My stall will serve you well indeed. You may have it for 3,000 denarii. You drive a hard bargain, friend. All right. My stall is yours. I wish you the best of luck with your venture. Now, if you will forgive me, I am off to have an enjoyable business meeting with the wine vendor.
What happened to the man who used to own this stall? Wait. I know you. You are the Roman my husband spoke to at the Court of Heaven. Friends, protect me! How noble of you, Roman. Your kind speaks of virtue continuously, yet you don't find it beneath you to abduct a childbearing woman from her home. But I suppose the women of our land must be different from the women of yours. I would rather die than give up the location of my husband's hiding place. And why would I do that? I do not.
In that case, help us convince your husband, for the sake of your people.
Here I am, Roman, appearing as requested. Your quarrel is with me. Let my wife go. Kill me instead if you must. Then what do you want? I already am.
Clearly you were not, but now you are.
Very well. It seems that I have no choice. I accept your offer. As for Isil, he does not have enough warriors to defend Algilla from every angle.
My love.
No! This is how it must be. My tribe will withdraw from Algilla at once, but Isil still has many allies and he has called upon them. When they come, they will need to cross the ravine. I will show you a passageway that can be traversed by a small force. It leads to the bridge across the ravine. Destroy that bridge, and Algilla may be taken without unnecessary bloodshed.
With your permission, Legate, I will begin the preparations immediately. Let us meet with the Primus Pilus outside Algilla when you're ready.
Why should we want to fight beside those we ourselves have defeated in battle? If we can defeat them, so can our enemies.
Awe, Legate. Queen Cleopatra has already arrived. Her contingent is waiting for us to join them at the siege. Aquilinus and Narso have been overseeing the construction of our fortifications. It's best if you inspect them yourself. She just wants to be seen there, I'm sure, so she can share in the glory and take credit for our victory. It's no different than any Roman senator sending his son to be a military tribunus. if you'll forgive me for saying so. I'm sure she'll be thrilled, Legate. Is there anything else you want to discuss?